Okay. Firstly, thank you for tuning in and giving me your time, and also, as I was about to say, having the energy to actually press on that button and giving a chance to this podcast, this very new podcast that is still an upcoming one, a starting up podcast. So I should really say thank you for that. And obviously, as you know what they say in the podcasts or in all the YouTube videos, subscribe. But obviously, you don't have to subscribe if you don't like it. But if you find value in the content, if you feel like, no, this is worth it, and you like to listen to it again and again and again, so please do subscribe. It doesn't hurt anyone, it benefits everyone. Obviously, there are remunerations from YouTube when people subscribe, obviously, but also you get the remuneration of having to listen to the podcast. So it goes in both ways. Or let me say, you rather get the benefit rather than the remuneration. So thank you. Today I'm answering a beautiful question, a really serious question, a question of how do you actually make money with shares? How do I make money with shares? So I'm gonna answer it straight. You make money in shares in two ways. Number one, through capital appreciation, and number two, through dividends. I'm gonna first unpack number two. Dividends. I'm going to first provide an example before I explain what are dividends, because I have provided what the definition of dividends. So let's say, for example, a company makes a profit of, let's say, 10,000, and then the company pays all expenses. It pays all employees. It pays everyone in the company. Every expenses have been paid. Every cost has been paid, and then now the company is left with 2,000 rands. And then now in the 2,000 rands, the company decides to issue dividends. In other words, the company will divide the profit. That's what dividend actually mean. The company will divide. You see, dividend, divide. The word dividend comes from the word divide. So the company will divide the 10,000 amongst the shareholders. So if, for instance, you own 20% of this company, you're gonna get 2,000 from that 10,000, because 10,000 times, do I have to say, times 20% is equal to 2,000. So you get 2,000. If you own 10% of that company, you get 1,000. If you own 50% of that company, you get 5,000. So dividends are just basically the division of the profit, of the net profit after all costs has been paid. The company decides to issue dividends, and it divides the net profit among the shareholders. I think that's a fair explanation. So that's one way you make money, through shares. And then the first one now, capital appreciation. So when, for instance, you buy, let's say, ShopRite shares at 10 rands, I'm just making an example. Obviously, ShopRite shares are selling at 200 rands, but now, for the sake of explaining, we gonna say ShopRite shares are selling at 10 rands. So let's say you buy today. I'm making this podcast on the 5th. So you buy today on the 5th of May. ShopRite shares worth 10 rands. And then the second day, so on the 6th now, Shoprite announces that they are releasing their financial statements. And in their financial statements, they are revealing that they have made so many profit. They have customers, more customers, and everything. Like everything's going well in Shoprite. So now, what will happen is the share price of Shoprite will increase. Instead of it being 10 rands, it will be 15 rands. So it increases the price of the share. Now, if you had bought Shoprite shares at 10 rands, let's say you bought one share, you're gonna be earning 5 rands extra on that share because the value of that share has increased. Put it in another way, you bought Shoprite shares today of 100 rands, and then tomorrow, let's say the government announces that okay, company tax is gonna go down for retailers. So Shoprite, because also a retailer, they're also gonna benefit from that, meaning that the share price of Shoprite will also be influenced. It will increase because now Shoprite will have much more money in their bank account because tax has been decreased. So it's gonna increase. I'm just making an example to 12 rands instead of being it being 10 rands. It's gonna be 12 rands now. So you're gonna earn 2 rand based on that capital appreciation. So it depends on you. If you want to sell and get the 2 rand profit, then you're gonna get it. But if you decide to keep it, it might also increase. Yeah, I think that's fair on it. So that's how you actually make money with shares. Hope it makes sense. Thanks.